សមាជិកគណៈបក្សសង្គ្រោះជាតិប្រាជ្ញាផ្លេចមានសាមគ្គីក្រុមនានាសង្គ្រោះបំរើការពារកម្ពុជាខ្មែរត្រឹមរកគ្នាទាមទារសិទ្ធិសេរីឯករាជ្យបូរណភាពអធិបតេយ្យខ្មែរប្រុសស្រីបដូរផ្ដាច់ថែរក្សាមិនឲ្យបរទេសឈ្លានពានមកត្រួតត្រាសម្បត្តិដូនតាធនធានជាតិខ្មែរព្រះអាទិត្យរាំងបំភ្លឺកម្ពុជាខ្មែរឯកភាពគ្នាដងស្រាយបញ្ហានយោបាយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចសង្គមអហិង្សាសូមវត្តថ្លៃថ្លាជីវភាពរុងរឿងដីយើងពូជយើងខុសខលយើងខ្មែរក្រោកឡើងសង្គមជាកាមរាបោះឆ្នោតឲ្យចំដល់អំណាចជូនប្រជាដើម្បីកម្ពុជារួមរឿងសេនសានជ័យយោគណៈបក្សសង្គ្រោះជាតិសមាជិកគណៈបក្សសង្គ្រោះជាតិប្រាជ្ញាថ្មីគ្មានសាមគ្គីក្រុមនានាសង្គ្រោះបំរើការពារកម្ពុជាខ្មែរត្រឹមរកគ្នាទាមទារសិទ្ធិសេរីឯករាជ្យបូរណភាពអធិបតេយ្យខ្មែរប្រុសស្រីបដូរផ្ដាច់ថែរក្សាមិនឲ្យបរទេសឈ្លានពានមកត្រួតត្រាសម្បត្តិដូនតាធនធានជាតិខ្មែរព្រះអាទិត្យរាំងបំភ្លឺកម្ពុជាខ្មែរឯកភាពគ្នាដងស្រាយបញ្ហានយោបាយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចសង្គមអហិង្សាសូមវត្តថ្លៃថ្លាជីវភាពរុងរឿងដីយើងពូជយើងខុសខលយើងខ្មែរក្រោកឡើងសង្គ្រោះជាតិខេមរាបោះឆ្នោតឲ្យចំផ្ដល់អំណាចជូនប្រជាដើម្បីកម្ពុជារួមរឿងសេនសាន
and hello and welcome to Khmer Youth Voices for Justice. My name is Linda Wu, coming to you live from the sunny state of California. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I know there are a ton of options out there, but you choose to spend this 1 hour with us. For that, we are truly grateful. Today's show is all about keeping our Khmer youth worldwide in the loop about what's happening in Cambodia political scene. Today is April 16, 2024. Happy Khmer New Year to everyone. Let's also send our best wishes for real democracy and human rights in Cambodia for the new year. So our topic for today is pretty important because this is something that we have heard for the last few months. So the topic is Canal diplomacy, share waters, share challenges. So we're talking about the Funan Canal. I'm not sure our audience, especially our youth, have heard it or not, but we will discuss about that. And again, this show is exclusively in English. So please, if you know anyone who speaks English or can understand English, please share. I have the very insightful Mr. Puth. He is from Montreal, Canada. He will be joining me to discuss this crucial discussion today. So let me see if I can bring him out.
Good evening, Linda.
How are you, Lapu?
Good. busy, so very busy. The last, I believe, last 10 days, so crazy.
Well, first of all, happy Khmer New Year to you, Lupu, and happy Khmer New Year to everyone
Yeah,
across
yeah,
the world, especially Montreal, Canada as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You too. Happy New Year. Yeah.
Anything fun you did last weekend besides being the
Yeah,
music?
the last weekend in Montreal, it raining both days, Saturday and Sunday. They pour the water. It very difficult for Khmer New Year, but many temples succeed to celebrate as usual. As usual. Some temple that's small, has small space. They have a hard time, but the one that had a big space inside, they able to celebrate inside. But myself, and luckily I could not join the ceremony in the temple. Instead I have two funeral the last
Oh,
few
no.
days. Yeah, last few days. And some other invitation for New Year in their house or in their restaurant opening, to celebrate New Year in restaurant. So, but unluckily, I couldn't make it in the temple. But by the way, I believe in Cambodia is the morning. Now it's 17 April. What is 17 April? I believe it really a very sad day to memorize memory the 17 April 1975, that the war it won by Khmer, and during 3 years, a few months, a few days, they kill more than almost 3 million people in the same way, the same as today. It's in Cambodia is under colonized both Vietnamese and Chinese. So everybody need to remember that. So thank you.
Yes, it's April 17, 1975. Basically, the Khmer rule in Phnom Penh. So many city residents turned out to welcome communist soldier, hoping that peace would return after 5 years of bloodshedding. However, unfortunately, things turned differently. So, you know what? Since you're talking about that, let me show some of our audience what April 17, 1975 looked like. This is from the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how old are you, but me, I was
I'm not born yet.
16, 17 years old, yeah, in 1975, and I still remember about raising the white flag, to tell them that peace is coming. We celebrate the peace, no more war. But only after a few days, 1, 2 days, and after that they try to push all the people out of capital, and almost like 1.5 million people out of capital by walking, walking. Some of them had a car, but they don't have the gasoline to put in the car, and finally everybody walk with. They told us that go outside only for a few days because the American will bombard the, I don't know what call it what is said in English, will bomb the capital, so most of people don't bring any food, so the miserable start send that day, it's very sad. Yeah.
Yeah, this is let me see. Um like I said, April 17, 1975. So according to this, it said it's ordered the city 2 million residents into countryside, so the house and school were empty at gunpoint and shot fire if people did not move fast enough. Not even hospital was spared, with patients forced into the street. So families split apart as children lose sight of parents in the confusion. So
Yeah.
thousands of people die in chaos. along Jam Road. So that is the day. It's actually named as Day 1, April 17, 1975.
Yes.
And so let's see. Thank you, Lupu, for sharing with our audience. Do you remember where you at? April 17, 1975?
Yeah, I am in my house with our family, you know, and luckily we
In the capital?
unite together in capital, you know, and but it just leave the capital. It take like 25 days, you know. Just we walk about, I believe, half kilometer per day, and the very high temperature in April, you know, about like 40 degrees Celsius, and we saw they attach together all the soldier on the long on the road, you know, and after that we heard the sound of the killing, you know, the sound of the weapon, you know. They kill as many as soldier as they found. If they know that soldier, they kill right away. They kill on situ, you know.
Okay, let's get back. Thank you, Lupu, for sharing that again. Let's get back to our topic. Our topic for today is also very important as well. If anyone who followed the Cambodia political situation or Cambodian news, you hear about this, about canal. It's called Techo Funan Canal in Cambodia. And let me read a little bit. It's called Funan Techo Canal. Sorry, it's a 180 kilometer long canal in Cambodia, connecting Phnom Penh port with Kaip and the Gulf of Thailand. The canal would begin at the Canal of the Mekong River, so it passed through the canal of the Basat River and finally merged with Dahing Canal, the Basat River in Gautong district. So it would connect Phnom Penh directly with the country-only deep sea port in Sihanoukville and the new port in Kampot. So currently planned, it will finish. The complete date is basically the canal will be 100-meter wide and 5.4 meter deep. It's pretty big too. The target complete date is 2028, so 4 years from now. So it expected to cost $1.7 billion, and this project is funded entirely by the Canal Bridge and Road Corporation, so CBRC, who is currently working on feasible study of the project. I have a short YouTube video and I want to share so our audience can see how elaborate this video and how much the regime is selling this canal. Let me share that so that way you see how. You will see it as soon as I can share the screen.
Historic Waterway Project. Cambodia is going to develop a new waterway project to improve its waterway transport and boost its crossing for provinces Kandal, Takeo, Kampot and Kep. The project is estimated to cost $1.7 billion United States dollars and take 4 years to complete. It will create a waterway of 180 kilometers long and 100 meters upstream and 80 meters downstream with 2 navigation lanes. It will also include 3 water gates, 11 bridges and 208 kilometers of roads on either side of the waterway. The project will provide many benefits for Cambodia, such as reducing the time, distance and cost of current transport, for example. According to a research, the current route from Phnom Penh Autonomous Port to Vietnam's Ca Mau Port crosses the Mekong River and the Kien Chenbo Canal for about 433 kilometers. But the new route from Phnom Penh Autonomous Port to Kampot's port via the Funan Techo Canal will be only 237 kilometers long, saving 196 kilometers of distance. This will also save time and fuel for the ships and boats that want to travel from the Mekong River to the sea or vice versa. The project will also create commercial areas and logistics centers, develop new satellite areas, expand agriculture, irrigation, aquaculture and livestock development areas, support the development of Cambodia's fourth economic pole, generate more jobs at Sihanoukville Autonomous Port, Phnom Penh Autonomous Port and other ports, promote urban development and urbanization, and boost real estate growth. The project is the first historic project in Cambodia's waterway transport sector. The cabinet has assigned the Cambodia National Mekong Committee to inform other Mekong countries of the project and ensure that it aligns with the 1995 Mekong Agreement. The cabinet has also tasked Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Economy and Finance on Pornmonirath to conduct a study and prepare the investment project in detail and in all aspects, and report to the head of the royal government.
Okay, I hope our audience can see a little bit of the elaborate plan. It's $1.7 billion. It's built by China. And Rupu, could you chime in? How did they build this canal? And is it Cambodian people going to have to put in the money, or is it China going to let Cambodia borrow it? How does this work with this canal?
Yeah, again, good evening and good morning in Cambodia. As Linda said, this project cost almost $2 billion, and instead of because in beginning, I believe after a few weeks taking the power, Khmer announced this project, and everybody afraid that Cambodia will borrow money from China again, so that with China will be increased to the roof, And after that, Homeland said that no, it's not borrowing money. It's just under. In fact, the project is under the BORI project. Is Chinese government money, but it passed through the investor in the Chinese investor. They build and operate. It means that after they build, they run the operation. So they will take the fee. Example, I don't know how it depends the size of the boat, the ship, how much it costs pass through this river and how much distance. So they will take the fee. The same thing like two other projects. I believe people heard that in Cambodia, or maybe some youth they don't know. So there are two other projects in this technique, in this method. One is the highway built from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville, okay, the highway, and another one is airport in Siem Reap. The same thing. These two projects before it built under the acronym build and operate. So they give the Chinese investor for to run the operation and get the fee for 30 years, 40 years independent contract now. And after that they will transfer to Cambodia government, or it can be renew the contract. Except the experience from the two projects before, the cost of the fee, they had not announced to the public, until they start to open, and after that they announce to public. The cost is charged so much expensive. The same both highway, I believe it costs up to $20 for small car. I believe 12 or $13 for small car, and up to $24 for the small bus now. So the same thing for airport. after they operate, they announce the fee, and we heard about how much the Chinese investor try to charge to the people. It costs very expensive, but so far up to now, these two projects is not success, because as a Cambodian economy, it almost collapsed as today speaking, and they don't have many people knew the highway, and they don't have many tourists pass through the Siem Reap airport. So both project, I believe, the Chinese investor they lose money.
Um, Thank you, Lupul, for clearly explaining to our viewer regarding the canal. Also, from reading, and also this past weeks, I think the past couple of days, Vietnam have been very vocal about concerning about this canal. Um, and from that, we all know that Cambodia is the little brother. We have Cambodia has two big brothers. One is China, and one is Vietnam. It's clearly show, and Cambodia is nobody big brother. Cambodia is everyone small, a little brother. Can say we say this. So now, without thinking about China and Vietnam, um, do you see any benefit regarding this canal at all?
Yeah, economically speaking, I believe we have some benefit like you video said, but for sure, a lot of benefit it will be cut, will be gotten by all the leader. Most any project when you try to build with Chinese government or Chinese investor, and 25% is already under the table. It's already corrupted money. Okay, plus. Each time they know that they want to build the canal, they want to build the airport, or want to build the highway, all the high ranking people, government know that they have to buy that land. So then they buy the land, they buy the land near the airport. So as soon as the project announced, they already make a lot of profit, like double or like 10 times the profit on the land. So most of them. So the same thing that the canal here. So before they announced, all along the canal, there are many many rich people. They know the, 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 the government member that invest in that project. They got that, and people lose the money. It's really the agriculture people, the farmer, or the people that along way they will not benefit on this project. And again, this project in terms of Cambodian economy, I believe it's good because like they said, instead of pass through the Delta Mekong, that right now each ship, each boat need to pay Vietnamese government. So right now we, instead of pay Vietnam government, not pay Chinese investor, but in the long term, for sure it profitable, because like they said, the water can be used for agriculture along the way. There are a lot of benefits, but the big question right now is really why this project has been suspended by Chinese government. That is the subject that we want to discuss. Why the Chinese suspend the project. And in fact, it's not just the one big project in Cambodia. So in the whole Southeast Asia project, 25 project, 25 big projects have been cancelled, have been suspended or cancelled in terms of money from the BWI project money, it almost $40 million. So Chinese government announced that. But in fact, for Cambodia, they should not cancel because every day Hun Sen always say it Chinese is a standstill friend, standstill friend. I believe you call that standstill friend. I don't know what you call it. But like type.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah,
Best friend,
I don't know.
I guess.
With all the Cambodia do for Chinese government so far, I believe Chinese government should not suspend or should not cancel that project, and I don't know why, and we can discuss about why the Chinese cancel and that, and why Vietnamese blame the 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 Cambodian government about the military for China.
Um,
It's good for military Chinese military. Yeah.
yes. In the long run, the canal will be the way I read it. In the long run, it will be good for Cambodia. But for now, um, when it start building, China is building this canal without a penny from Cambodia. So Cambodia will be in a contract with China, which China will have contract with Cambodia for at least 40 or 50 years. By say 50 years time come, then the people will see the benefit of it. For now, it's just the investment of the Chinese company into Cambodia. Um, what what people always asking is like, is this a good thing? If this is a bad thing, which way are you on? We both know that doesn't matter what, China will always want benefit from Cambodia. Vietnam also want benefit from Cambodia. This case, both of them want a piece of Cambodia. They want a piece of this canal. China want to build. We want to build. We meaning the regime want to build. Where Vietnam is very concerned about this. And when they're talking about concern, they're talking about concern about military, China military access into Cambodia. They're very concerned about environmental in Cambodia. But the issue with that is, if Vietnam is so concerned about military, Chinese military in Cambodia, they should have concern about the Ream Naval Base. They should have been concerned about the Rasakor that on the other side that with Chinese access to the port. But this case, because Vietnam is very concerned because it's directly affecting them, affecting their pocket, especially because by building this canal, we're not going to be accessing Vietnam Canal anymore, waterway anymore. So it's directly affecting them. Do you see that? I see it doesn't matter which way you turn to, Cambodia would be still the little brother where to please both China and Vietnam. It's just this case, Cambodia insisting on building this canal, even though making their other best friend, China, Vietnam, not so happy about that.
Yeah, I believe, like you said, both China and Vietnam try to take the advantage from Cambodia. I believe many people didn't know that how much the the marble rock, I don't know what to call the marble that you do the counter, and the Chinese company try to in fact, instead of do the table, the counter piece by piece, they cut a very big piece, transport to China to cut a small piece. After that, they said that build in China instead of, but the big marble, it comes from Cambodia. And by the way, the ministry of the they call mineral ministry, I believe we can call that. They also remove the taxation from that to please the Chinese investor, you know. So this is not just uh, one group of the investment that Chinese try to take all the natural product from Cambodia, you know, wood, the same thing, the gold, you know, the gold, many Chinese company invest in Cambodia to take extract the gold, and now they got a lot of gold from Cambodia, and they sell to outside, and they don't pay any much tax, you know, so for government. And it's not just that. The same thing for the land for the landing in Cambodia. They call some I don't know what to call in English. It really the Hun Sen signed many bill to give the land to Chinese company, and run to Chinese company at I don't know, like very cheap, you know. We saw the report in Ministry of Agriculture. It is like you run like $1 per hectare, you know, per 2 acre, you know. So the Chinese, both Chinese and Vietnamese try to extract, try to take anything they can to 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 get money, to get profit from the Cambodia, you know, and who suffer that is really Cambodia people, you know, and they I believe they demolished the whole mountain to get the marble. Uh, just a few examples. They extract the gold. They try to extract many places, uh, and and after that they use a lot of chemistry product that doesn't respect to environment. So I believe I just give you a few examples, but really it's very bad. So I believe Chinese take a lot of profit from Cambodia. The same thing from Vietnam, you know. So
Yes, from what I read, Cambodia rely heavily on the Vietnamese port for importing raw material from China and exporting finished product to the U.S. and Western countries. So about 20 million tons of goods have been transported across Vietnam to Cambodia waterway route since the waterway transport agreement between the two countries conducted in 2011. So basically, Vietnam will lose significant earnings from these transit as Cambodia start to depend on its own waterway, which is, according to this, is the Tech Châu Phunan Canal. So the construction is showing a Cambodia decreased dependency on Vietnam, basically showing Cambodia decreased the basically loosen the influence from Vietnam to Cambodia. That's what we this couple days between the talk between Hun Sen out speaking about this canal and Hun Manet talking about this canal. So it's actually showing the world that Cambodia is less, I mean, Vietnam is less influent on Cambodia, but at the same time, Cambodia is strongly moving toward China. And I'm not sure our audience catch that it's going to cost $1.7 billion. So that's just a prelim number that have not, I mean, it's gone through it. It's probably, when it's done, it's probably going to be $2 billion or $2.5 billion. And if you know anything about Cambodia, 50% of that probably going to go to the Hun family pocket. So if something costs $2 billion, you would know what $1 billion is probably go under the table, go into the Hun family pocket. And the reason, and one of the reason, and I believe Lục Bù said the same thing, the reason why this canal is really being talked about by Hun Sen, being talked about by Hun Manet, about how great it's going to be, and it's because of the money. It's of the money that is going to be flowing to their pocket, and you know the current economy in Cambodia is suffering. So
You
yeah,
know,
so
I want to talk a little bit about historically, a little bit about that because I believe maybe some audience they don't aware about that. I believe everybody know that Hun Sen have been get the power because of the Vietnamese government. But I believe since 2010 or 2012, Hun Sen have no more uh, natural product to get the money. In the past they sell a lot of wood, a lot of sand to get the money because to keep the power, Hun Sen need a lot of money for their general, to keep to make their general happy. But after that, since 2012, Hun Sen turn a little bit to China because China want to invest in Cambodia, even the dirty money, how many $1 billion that Chinese criminal people inject the money in Seattle to build the casino, So when they do that, for sure, because Hun Sen to keep the power, they need a lot of money. Hun Sen family need a lot of money. So, but to go to turn to the China people or China government, the Vietnamese government is not happy. So why I believe that what they said, what they blame because Chinese government blame Hun Sen about this canal because this canal can be used to transport all the weapon or the heavy weapon from the seaside to up to the Phnom Penh, So they had the right to say that. But I believe that because history speaking, it repeated, Don't forget in 1970. When American do the coup d'etat because Sihanouk allow North Vietnam, they call Viet Cong, go to put all the military on the border of the South Vietnam to fight the South Vietnam. So the same thing can be happen. Vietnam, I believe they had the right to say that because it's possible that Chinese government can bring all the military from the seaside, go up to Phnom Penh, and bring the military Chinese to fight the Vietnamese because don't forget Vietnam and China, they both enemy. They really a big enemy. They don't. So it maybe there's some reason behind that. It's possible also that what they worry. I don't hear that. Linda, you are mute.
sorry. Like one of our audience comment from YouTube, it's a big project and eventually it will affect the environment. Yeah, it will affect the environment, but how much affecting the environment? And also when someone like Vietnam cares so much about Cambodia, talking about affecting the environment, yeah, it will affect the environment, but also why the why does Vietnam mingling into Cambodia business like the canal because it's affecting them. It's affecting Vietnam pocket, like I said. So the Phu also said it's something. Yeah, we do concern about military strength from Chinese military strength in Cambodia, and that's one of the major concern as well. When I heard about the canal, I heard how China how clear access into Cambodia, and we all know that. But at the same time, um, you know, two countries, China and Vietnam, eagerly wanting a piece of Cambodia, eagerly wanting the piece of Cambodia, and eagerly wanting. It's not for the benefit of Cambodia; it's the benefit of China. It's for the benefit of Vietnam. So it does not matter where we stand on the canal. Um, it basically what I'm saying, it's either Cambodia please Vietnam or Cambodia please China.
Yeah, I believe you are right because the Vietnam government, they always think about their people, the family economy, the economy of their people, the pocket of their people. They always, believe or not, in Vietnam you don't have many forests. As you know, the half of the North Vietnam is all the mountain. Most of them are mountain. It's very difficult to do to plant the rice. And they don't have the rice field. And the south, in fact, is called Khmer Crown. Bukan Crown is like 60s, 70 years ago. It belonged to Cambodia. This side is very very fertile land because they're able to grow any plant, the rice, but any plant, So what I want to say here, they don't have many forests, they don't have the forest as Cambodia or Lai. But why Vietnam becoming number two of exporter of the furniture, of the wood furniture, where they come from, the wood it comes from Cambodia and Laos. Laos, especially Laos also, they bring, they cut a lot of wood, sell to Vietnam. But the big problem is not just the cutting of the wood or kill the environment, but most of the wood that they sell to Vietnam is sell under table. It means they don't pay any tax. It means all the they get the money. They put the money in the pocket, and government they don't get any money. So that is the sad for that. And again, like I said, Vietnam is number two of to export to United States of the wood furniture. So they believe so that is easy to understand, and everything they think about their people. Even recently, to chase the the bad people in finance system. They arrest people, and one of the lady they will be executed. And so that what, because they want to improve the economy. They want to show all the West country or the country, rich country, that they have a very good finance system. It really opposite from what the leader of Cambodian do. They don't care about who want to invest in Cambodia. They don't care about that. Who invest in Cambodia today compared to what they got all the big company in Vietnam. And I just share recently about Apple want to have Vietnam becoming number two of their product, where they able to produce their product. So they got all the big investor and high tech investor, and Cambodia, what you get, you don't get anything much, and so far many company are closed, and even the good company want to invest, they always asking about the criminal issue in Cambodia. Is government do something about about the the internet, or the criminal people try to do business on the internet, and also the game, the game, online game, and Cambodian government doesn't do anything much, do just a little bit, try to like a firefighter. They just try to shut down one place, but the fire on the place is just open because of the corruption. This is the big problem of Cambodian government.
Thank you, Lupu. Yeah, I believe this is, let me see, 5 days ago, Hun Sen come to assure, I guess he came out on TV and say, why the Cambodian need Chinese troop for what? Basically, he trying to tell Vietnam that, this waterway just making for economically, for Cambodia. There's no military in military flexing, no Chinese military that flexing muscle through this canal. And we all know, and I just want to remind our audience regarding the Rim Naval Base, the same thing concerns it. There's no military, Chinese military at Rim Naval Base. There's no such thing. There's no such thing in the Rasiko. But at the end, the country that using that base is Chinese. China using the base. They having many joint practice already, and the same thing Constance said, that there's no military, there's everybody is open to using the Rim naval base, but unfortunately only China has been using it. And the same thing with this one. It is a concern that it is useful for China to flex its muscle regarding South China Sea, and this canal is one of the way. And I see one of our audience comment about the canal regarding why the regime waste money during the canal. Unfortunately, the regime is not spending any money. They're using, China is building this and then have a contract with Cambodia. So the true benefit for Cambodian people, you're not going to see it until maybe 40, 50, 60 years from now, when China can get the money from building this canal, and then they're going to release the ownership to Cambodia. But if it's going to be for a long time, I'm not sure we can even live long enough to see that this waterway is going to be owned and benefit the Cambodian people. Yes, they're going to charge like Lapu said earlier, the Highway Express in Cambodia. It's even though it's in Cambodia, it's still owned and operated by China, and China still charging money for those. So the same thing with this canal, and I believe the same thing with many other projects in Cambodia. China will put in the money to construct the projects, and China will be in a contract with Cambodia for so many years.
Yeah. Me, I still think again about for this amount of money, $1.7 million for Chinese
It's
government.
nothing to China. It's like
it's nothing.
It's
It's
nothing.
nothing. Why they stop this project? I believe another possibility that what I believe that what I think of it also, because don't forget right now the Chinese government get a lot of pressure economically speaking, many big company either on the technology or on non-technology, they move out from China, they go to India, they go to Vietnam, especially Vietnam get a lot of company, so they have a lot of pressure when the company move out from China. The Chinese people don't have a job, and don't forget Chinese it China is our competitor. China do the clothes, the shoe, do the same thing like Cambodia. And they have a big trouble right now. I believe even Chinese government try to inject a lot of money inside the economy, but economy still not running. People afraid to spend, and the stock exchange in China it really collapsed. The last 2 3 years, it really collapsed. People in China, what they invest in Japanese stock now. Lately, if you want, you can see the stock in Japanese. In fact, the economy, Japanese is not a very good economy neither. But why the Chinese people investor they afraid to invest in China, so they try to put the money to somewhere else, especially in the United States. In the United States, and I believe many Chinese people invest in the stock market of the United States. United States, I'm sorry, I just forget the number, but I believe the stock exchange in United States represent about 60% of the stock worldwide. a lot of money. So everybody try to do business in America. Everybody want to do the business in America, even the Arab people, even the Iran leader, even some dictator that they hate American, but they put the money in America. The same thing for in Cambodia, many high-ranking Cambodian government people try to invest in Cambodia, try to invest in United States. They buy the house, they send their children to the state to educate, and they pay a very, very high fee, for to educate in the United States. So people say that they hate America, they want to adopt the friend with China, but they never go to live in China. They never send their children to China. They just always go to the United States. So they say one thing, but when they do another thing. So they just bullshitting to their people. It really that is the dictator thinking.
So now we've been talking about this. Our topic is canal diplomacy. So share water, share challenges. We have one side is China, one side is Vietnam. So my last question to you, Lupu, should the canal be built or no?
I don't think so, because there are many. Again, I go back to, for that small amount of money, China can put the money to make Hun Sen happy, because Hun Sen really do a lot of stuff to make the Chinese government happy. It's not just Hun Sen, the same thing. Norodom Sihanouk, the same thing. Pol Pot, the same thing. So all the leader in the past do everything to make Chinese happy. So China government for 1.7 million, they able to invest, but I believe they have a lot of pressure, especially the pressure what Vietnam say it either true or not. The Western country believe. I believe the Western country worry about this issue, because if the Vietnam, if the Chinese able to go with the big ship go up to the Phnom Penh, they able to fly from the bottom of Vietnam. So people want to protect, because they invest a lot of money in Vietnam. So I believe all the Western country want to protect Vietnam. They don't want to create a war. And so I believe Chinese government, from my point of view, I believe they have that pressure. Maybe they put this project on hold until their economy, until the pressure from Western country release a little bit. Because right now, I believe amount of pressure on Chinese government right now, it's a lot. Many, don't forget, in this state, and it's not just in United States, even in some country in Europe do the same thing. Any product on electronic product, just electronic, about laptop or iPad, or if you want to sell to United States, or you want to sell certain country, you need to do to assembly somewhere else, not in China. I right to that point, because people they put a lot of pressure on China, because the history, the last 10 years, once China get the number two of the number two economy in the world, they try to put a lot of military. They try to build a military base in South Sea China. They take some island. They try to they really put a lot of pressure on Philippines, on the country that they are allied to United States. So I believe United States need to protect them, and protect Korea, protect Japanese. So I believe one of the reason, I believe I believe the Vietnam government say right or wrong, but this pressure, I believe Chinese government need to put this on hold.
Okay. So China versus Vietnam, you are picking Vietnam side. Because I guess that's come to it. Either you picking. I think when it comes to this canal, is either you. China is not talking. Basically, China is not talking. It's the Hun Sen and Hun Manat the one is speaking on behalf of China regarding how great this canal is, how great this canal will benefit the people of Cambodia, how great the canal will cut down on the rail transportations, will cut down the going through Vietnam. So Hun Sen and Hun Manet been coming out to on Facebook or putting out comment that China is not flexing their military muscle in Cambodia by building. So if you able to believe what Hun Sen and Hun Manat is saying, anything out of their mouth, we would say if we know already it's not true. So Hun Sen been saying, and when I say Hun Sen and not Hun Manat, because Hun Manat would just repeat what Hun Sen said, and Hun Sen said,
you're right. Yeah.
military is China is not flexing the military effort in Cambodia by building this canal. So that's one thing that if you ever believe Hun Sen, if you believe Hun Sen, you know what you it's never come out right. Whatever Hun Sen say is the opposite of what he said. And also,
but by the way, I don't take Vietnamese side, okay, but I appreciate their government,
what's the
how they
benefit for
run,
Cambodia
how
people?
they run government, how the they try to eliminate, they try to reduce the corruption a lot, and they show people that you know, if you are prime minister, you have something related to the corruption, you just remove from the power. You know, even you have less, you get the power less than 1 year, and you know, and they make a very good example. You know, in the Western country, or either in family or even in the company you work, you need to give example by the model, by the leader. Leader is a model, is an example, you know, or parent is example for the children. The same thing that what Vietnamese does, I believe it it it's good. I really appreciate that. I really yeah.
You like the way they run their country, the model where there's no corruptions, where even though they are a communist, but they have a way of changing their leadership. They have a way of controlling corruptions in Vietnam. So in this canal diplomacy, when we saying don't build a canal, it's not that we're picking Vietnam side. What we're saying is what's best for Cambodia, what's best for the people of Cambodia. The canal is going to have contract. China will be having contract with Cambodia, so Cambodia will not see a penny from the canal until at least 40, 50 years. I have not seen, I might have misread on how long the contract is. And if we know China and for their repeat history, they build something that they use their own money. And Cambodia doesn't have to raise money to build this canal. The same thing like the Siem Reap Airport, where China build it and China benefit, and China will charge people just driving into the airport. And people are complaining that's something that China will continue to do. And we don't know how much this is going to charge to the Cambodian people, even though I said Hun Sen is saying all the benefit of this canal, the canal for the Cambodian people. But unfortunately, not many people believe the benefit. And also, it's not that when the book said, don't build a canal, it's just something that we see what's good for Cambodia. And it's not that we take Vietnam side, anything. We just look out for the benefit of the people in Cambodia.
Another point I want to add, Linda, about the 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 Chinese project. Any development given to a Chinese company, either small project or big project, and we have already a proverb expression, you know, say that any development that I forgot my English. I'm so sorry. The lamb that you it pleurer yum
Cry.
cry. Oh, shit. Sorry. I just okay. Yeah. Any development, people cry. And the same thing. I believe this project is the same as other project that governed by Chinese company now, because most of the Chinese company once they have got the project, they always give they compensate less than the market. Example, the canal will do the same thing. When it pass through the land of the people, the farmer, or any people, they give the price, they give compensation less than cheaper than the market. In the state or in Canada, if they have the project of the city pass through your land, you become rich. You get a lot of money. You get more than what market can give you. But in Cambodia, with the Vietnam, with the Chinese government, any development, either highway or road or bridge or English canal, for sure they will use a lot of land, and the land need to be purchase, need to buy from the farmer, and for sure they will not give the price of the market. They will give the price as what they want. The same thing for the for the airport in new airport in province Canal. The market, the land it's already like $200-300 per square meter, and they give the people $8. How much they make the profit? So again and again and again, I believe any development they will have people suffer.
Yes, it's true, and this canal is a big deal, and we know it's going to be. We always can anticipate there's going to be land grab, there's going to be protests, um, there's no such thing as justice for the people that living along this river, and to build this canal. So along this line, along this land that taking to build this canal. So to be, like I said, the regime would. I know that the father and the son have been highly promote this. So it's a matter of time where people can just say, anything out of their mouth is their benefit. They want to build this canal. It's probably going to cost $1 billion, and another billion go into their pocket. And I'm sure that probably more than $1 billion is going to go to their family and their crony. So as of right now, like I said, canal diplomacy, it's not just water, it's not just canal. We are talking about politics. When people say, oh my god, it has nothing to do with politics, it's always have to do with politics, because it's always in this case we're talking about, it's not just Cambodia politics, we're talking about politics with China and politics with Vietnam as well. And people can should able to see clearly where the regime is leaning themselves toward, and also should see clearly that China and Vietnam are controlling Cambodia. And people should clearly see that. And it's not just controlling Cambodia in 2024. It's been controlling Cambodia for many, many years. And look, when we start out April 17, 1975. So it's been so many years already. And when we're talking about our topic, even though we talk about canal diplomacy, we're talking about, again, it's going to be China and Vietnam. And I hope our audience, and I hope the you can see that Cambodia is not free. Cambodia does not stand on its own feet. Cambodia depend on China. Cambodia pleasing Vietnam, because you can see Cambodia is not independent, and it has not been independent for many years. And this canal, it can clearly see that. I hope that you can clearly see that. Anything else, Lupu? We are at the end of our show. Anything
Yeah,
else
I
you love?
believe we have a good discussion. I believe it we continue to watch now to see what happened. I still believe the project can be go ahead. It depends how much the pressure you will see and again, like you said, long term is benefit to Cambodian economy, but the short term you will see a lot of people will cry, will the land grabbing will dominate the whole project, and as any other project, so experience the past will be repeat the same story. Yeah, yeah.
Before we leave, on April 19, there's something's going on in Montreal, right, Lupu?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we're
the
close to
Lufthansa,
Montreal, join
yeah,
Lupu.
yeah, Lufthansa Samrangsi will arrive on 19, Friday 19, and we will have a public forum, discuss what we going to do in terms of opposition uh, people or in the name of the democracy people we want to follow we want to which way we we will
So
go
Mr.
in the next
Samransi would be
four
just
five year yeah in yeah yeah
Mr.
so
Samransi would be just invited, just a guest that you invited to talk about an open forum in on April
yeah
19. So he one
yeah
of the guests
for
basically.
Saturday afternoon we will have a public forum and Mr. Samrensi and also maybe Mr. Sambat also the vice president of the new uh, new
My movement.
new movement new movement and I believe we will discuss a lot about the new movement democracy so yeah. So I believe in him, and after that he will take some rest, some in the chalet for two one two night, and after that he will leave on Monday 22nd, yeah, 22nd, yeah.
Yes, if you are around Montreal, please join the pool. Please, they have an event on the 19th, right? April 19th on
On
public
20
April 20.
the event will happen on 20 on
April
Saturday
20.
afternoon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
April 20 on a public forum.
yeah,
And it's the Mr. Samransi will be one of the guests. He's not the
yeah,
main event. And talk about democracy, talking about what moving forward. And it's going to a discussion with the Mr. Samransi and also with many other people as well. So please, if you are in Montreal, Canada, contact Fu and join the event. And
yeah,
beside that, if you are around Pomona, we still have New Year celebrations at Pomona Temple. So please stop by. Please come and say hello. And also many other temples around California and many other places. I believe in North Carolina. So many of the temples in the United States still celebrating Cambodian New Year. Please join me. Please join everyone. So that way, and the New Year still going on. So by that case, the boo, happy Khmer New Year again to you, to especially to your granddaughter, yes, precious granddaughters,
yeah.
and also to our audience, happy Khmer New Year. May you have best best year for you and your family, and also hopefully the best year for Cambodia in terms of true democracies and respect for human rights. On that case, thank you, Lapu. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate your time and also your knowledge regarding China and Vietnam, and also regarding the economy as well. Thank you so much, Lapu, and also thank you our audience for being here like almost 1 hour and 10 minutes with me and Lupu. Thank you for your comment and thank you. I can see which side you on. Yes or no on the canal, I can see that. And also, yeah, thank you for your comment. And I hope that you like and share the program. This program is on every Tuesday. If you have any topic you want me to talk about, please put in the comment, and I will more than happy to research and also talk about that. And as in the meantime, this program is called Khmer Youth Voices for Justice. We would like to have the Khmer youth overseas to understand what's going on in Cambodia, the country of their parent, grandparent, and especially we want them to know what is democracy, what is human rights, and because that's what, according to us, it's lack that of lack true democracy. And you would say the same thing if you understand that one family have ruled Cambodia for over 40 years. So in that note, please share this program with Khmer Youth Overseas. And I hope you have a good evening, Lupu, and our audience that in America, in Canada, have a good evening. And if you are in America, in Cambodia, have a good morning and good afternoon. And again, happy Khmer New Year.
Okay, thank you so much, Linda, to invite me. Yeah, I'm sorry, my English sometimes
Perfect.
not spell properly. Sorry.
No, it's okay, Lupu. You speak
Yeah.
French and English and Khmer more than I can even speak. So thank you so much, Lupu, for being here.
Okay.
And I also like invite our audience, if they want to come and have a discussion on the show, please contact me. I have no issue. Come on in. We talk like Lupu and I is like we talk like we're on podcast, but we're not on podcast, but just conversation with friends, conversation with two people. I don't need many people. I just need one more a person to talk to. But I welcome you with your comment. I also welcome if you want to join me on the show. Like the Boo always come and join me, and all the topic that's I don't give him questions. I would give him topics, and he would know what we're talking about. So it's on a show. I don't prepare my question either. I just whatever I know, whatever I learn from reading the articles, I would share with the audience. So you don't see me asking Lupu many questions.
Yeah, in a podcast.
Yeah, because I actually share what I learn as well, so that way you know that I do talk. I don't just ask questions. So in that case, thank you so much, Lupu, and
Okay, thank you.
have a great event this Saturday, and then would love to see all the pictures later, and also say hello to the granddaughters. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.